Good morning. This is Kelly on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you begin your day.
We're learning details about a weekend stabbing at a house party in Sioux Falls that sent 4 teenagers to the hospital. Police were called to the home early Saturday morning on the city's northwest side. Investigators say an argument broke out and the suspect pulled out a knife.
4 people were hurt, including a 17-year-old who was sent to the hospital in critical condition. Police arrested 18-year-old Anyun Atem of Laverne, Minnesota for aggravated assault. South Dakota will not seek the death penalty against a man charged with the murder of a Dakota Dunes woman. Alfredo Castellanos Rosales is accused of killing Jordan Beardshire at her apartment on April 25th. After a multi-week search, he was arrested in Mexico, expelled from the country, and picked up by officials in Texas.
At his arraignment, the court ordered the state to give notice of whether it was seeking the death penalty. Castellanos Rosales pleaded not guilty to charges of murder, child neglect, and child abuse. 2 suspects have been arrested in connection to the missing persons case of Morgan Bauer. Bauer was 19 years old when she moved from Aberdeen and went missing in Georgia in 2016. Jonathan Warren was arrested in Los Angeles and charged with murder, aggravated assault, concealing death, and tampering with evidence.
Caitlin Gobble was arrested in Peoria, Illinois. She's accused of concealing a death and tampering with evidence. Digital reporter Gracie Terrell spoke with the district attorney in Georgia about what happens next in the case. You can find that in a KELLLAND.com original here online. A Sioux Falls man is behind bars accused of flipping a man off a second-story balcony. Police say 2 men were outside at a party at an apartment on North Cliff Avenue on Friday night.
That's when witnesses say they saw 43-year-old Ya flip the other man over the railing. The victim broke his leg and injured his head. Ya is charged with aggravated assault.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Brian Carstens. Good morning, Brian.
All right, good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. And weather today, pleasant conditions to start off the morning. We've got 50-degree weather. We do expect a recovery, though, this afternoon into the upper 70s and low 80s as we take a quick look at Futurecast. And, well, we see, for the most part, dry conditions, but the southwestern corner of Kettleland may sprout up a couple of showers and thunderstorms by this evening. And there is a chance of some rain tonight south of Interstate 90. We'll talk about that and the rest of the forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Brian. The heavy rain over the weekend was too much for some northwest Iowa farmers who are now dealing with flooded fields. But for others, the rain was a welcome sight.
Soybeans are getting the most benefit from the long soaking rain, but corn it may have come too late for. Many farmers hoping for a bumper corn crop. We asked Del Rapids area farmer Bruce Burkhart how this year's corn crop is going.
South Dakota's going to be short. South of here, it gets less and less and less. North of here, it's as spotty as it is here. And so this soil here is heavy, so we can hang on a little longer, but where it isn't as quite as good a soil, they've just had too big of an impact to not say it's going to be less.
Burkhart says the rain was very spotty, so corn yields will be different from field to field, even in the same area. He says the rain came at a good time for soybeans.
If you've taken a walk or drive through the southeast part of South Dakota, you may have noticed something odd. Trees changing color midsummer. According to a pair of experts we spoke with, this color change is a sign of stress on trees. It's caused in large part by the drought.
This stress could result in long-term damage in some cases. Digital reporter Jacob Newton looks at what you can do to help the trees in your yard in this KELLLAND.com original on our website right now. The folks at the Sturgis Police Department have been working on educating bikers of the events and city rules.
Once the clock strikes 2 a.m., all bikes left on the main street get towed. Also, the Public Works team picks up all the garbage and cleans the streets to prepare for the next day.
So for the most part, everybody does a really good job of it. Their last questions will come in early. They'll ask the questions, hey, what time do we have to be off? What happens if we don't?
The friendly nature of the police department has also helped the rally move smoothly.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Carstens. Brian?
All right, our weather update you can see tonight. A little rain here on Futurecast, at least a 30% chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms originating near Rapid City and parts of the Black Hills. Not widespread rain, but we'll have a few cells around. And then the tendency after or toward midnight will be for that to expand into the south central. Sioux Falls, there's a chance we could get scraped by some of that, but most likely more of that will be congregating in Nebraska, where there are some severe weather chances. If we skip ahead to Wednesday, Thursday, well, we do have another frontal boundary sneaking in here. Not a lot of impact initially. Maybe a couple of hints at some scattered rain by Wednesday night in the far northeast. We'll see if that materializes. I would, though, say the best chance of any new development on radar will be coming into the forecast Thursday afternoon or Thursday night. You can see a frontal system there close to the Missouri River Valley Thursday afternoon. We'll pull up some 80-degree weather ahead of that. And I do think the humidity will come back up a little bit. So if we pull all those ingredients onto the table here, we should be able to spark some showers and thunderstorms. There is a marginal risk of severe weather attached to this. The Storm Prediction Center has left the door open, too, that maybe that might be upgraded a little bit, just depending on how much instability we can gather here. So we'll keep an eye on Thursday night. That will likely push east Friday morning. Highs back in the 80s on Friday. And by the weekend, well, there could be some more rain in the forecast by Sunday. Again, that's a few days away yet, so we'll see how that pans out. But it would be worth our attention to keep watching that. I'm sure we'll see some fluctuations in that outcome as well. Highs today, upper 70s to low 80s, 81 degrees in Chamberlain, Mitchell, and also in Huron, 70 there in Custer. Forecast lows tonight near 60 in Sioux Falls, 58 degrees in Aberdeen. And for tomorrow, low to mid 80s, pretty widespread. And then we'll see if those thunderstorm chances come back to our forecast on Thursday and Thursday night. That's at least at a 40% level in Sioux Falls. And I would argue highs Friday still back in the mid to upper 80s. Then we'll see how that frontal system behaves on Sunday. That could knock down our temperature a little bit, but that's, again, highly dependent on the timeline of that feature. If it slows down at all, I could easily see Sunday being a little warmer, but that's still subject to change. Otherwise, it looks like next week, don't get used to anything too hot. I think we're probably going to pull back the numbers a little bit. Aberdeen in the northeast, that shot at rain on Thursday is certainly noted there. That's the best one. Then we'll see if that Sunday system comes in line too in the extended forecast. Pierre in central South Dakota also looking at our next round of rain Thursday, a little better chance. Beyond that, though, we're not as organized on rain chances in western South Dakota. That's kind of an interesting change as opposed to what we've had most of the summer. We got a couple of 20% chances there Thursday and Sunday in Rapid City. Check out more details on the forecast online at KENDLELAND.com.